back to the Hawaii videos. In this YouTube video, I'm going to be completing missions in Turboprop Flight Simulator.
What?
I hope you suffer. I hope you burn in hell. Inappropriate. I mean, it's bad enough you were subjecting English people to your Black Rose all bangers. That is strictly
500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 430, 20, 10.
If my 10-year-old came up to me and said,
I think the 1994 version better.
Alright, let me rephrase that. If my 10-year-old came up to me and said, I'll be single soon, I'm a little high, I would walk the kids want happy Christmas. So I'm concerned because here's the line in the original song. That's right, that is her even though that line sounds immature enough to
Terrain, terrain. Bank angle. Terrain, pull up. Terrain. Bank angle. Bank angle.
change the lyrics in there, repeat the song. Here's the original lyrics, and let's see what the kids
500, 400, 300, 200, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
see why these lyrics Okay, so apparently they didn't have kids singing. They had your drunk Uncle Red sing. God, what were they smoking? They were vaping like 8-year-olds. So he's been replaced.
What? Oh! Okay.
Thank you.
Dude, I am driving! Okay.
Co-pilot, how about a goat?
Bro! And there's a goat. They made a goat. They made a goat.
It's time to open up my first pack of the day. All right, Pikachu, I choose you. Here we go. Squirtle, so cute. We got Diglett going into Paris. Rapidash, cool. Oh, Arcanine EX. If you move it around, it has this awesome 3D effect. It looks like the fire is coming right out of the card. You've got to download Pokemon TCG Pocket if you like collecting Pokemon trading cards. You get 2 free packs a day. Good luck.
Adam Sandler is always highlighted as being incredibly kind. Take for example the time he was after the server failed to realize it was Adam Sandler last year. It matters the server shared the CCTV with TikTok and other Adam Sandler just talking about the rejection by saying, for the record I don't think because the nice woman told me the lemonade deal didn't apply to the milkshakes, although fans were impressed for a slightly different reason. It's very humble of him to not assert that he's a celebrity and ask for special treatment. He acted just like a regular customer and didn't challenge anyone. I respect him for that, with his humble attitude extending to wedding photo bombs. And that time he randomly appeared for some chicken.
No way. No way. You're joking.
He filmed a good chunk of Mr. Deeds in my hometown, and he was simply the nicest man ever. He would come out to sign autographs after a full 14-plus hour day of shooting. Didn't matter how long the line was, he made sure every single person got to say hello. He had time for photographs and chats with everyone in town, frequented all the local coffee shops and posed with employees. He seemed to really care and know how excited they were to have a movie happening and always had a smile. Although Adam's fans aren't the only people that talk very highly of him.
Nice.
Yeah, I hear each of you individually talk about personality.
It was a big day to talk Adam Sandler on Saturday Night Live. People on the stage, he's just such a cool, nice guy. I can't explain how wonderful a person he is. Just like caring and sweet and lovable, which is very rare to find. While Adam Sandler's happy on screen movie clearly extends to his personal life, like Vegas from Austin Powers is a very much different than the camera's role. What he uses explodes my eyes as an absolute nightmare work. The other tweet reading like I said, because I made eye contact with him and I was there as his bodyguard. The tweet had been posted by a person named Jay Brody, who then expanded on the incident in a podcast.
Looking basically guarding Mike Myers' trailer. But like, here's the catch. You can't look. But I realized you can't let just anyone into the trailer. So I look up, I catch his eye for a second. I give him a nod to let him know I'm cool, and then I look away.
Olá, capitão, da Centinela e
remember being told we can't make eye contact with Mike. When I tell people this, they don't believe me. Thanks for confirming. People always wonder why there weren't more Austin Powers movies, but never realize how many stories there are like this about him. Basically, no one wants to work with the guy, with one of these other stories coming from the set of The Cat in the Hat, where Mike's co-star Amy Hill stated his area was all covered with tenting because he didn't want anybody seeing him. It was so weird, it was just the worst. I was miserable. Hill also revealed how Diva Myers selfishly kept everyone waiting for hours, overruled the director, and even had someone standing by, just holding his personal chocolates in a dish. It was just a horrible, nightmarish experience, although people have only ever said the opposite about Steve Buscemi. Buscemi worked as a New York firefighter before quitting to pursue acting, although when the Twin Towers were destroyed on September 11, Buscemi walked into his old fire department to volunteer, working 12 hours a day for a week straight in the hopes of finding survivors. He called his old firehouse, then receiving no reply, headed to the site, where he found his former engine company. I asked if I could join them, he said, adding I could tell they were a little suspicious at first, but I worked with them that day. It was a privilege to be able to do it. It was great to connect with the firehouse I used to work with, and with some of the guys I worked alongside. No, this was in 2001 after he was already extremely famous from movies such as Fargo, yet according to an independent article on his volunteering, very few photographs and no interviews exist because he declined them. He wasn't there for publicity. Wouldn't you think you were hallucinating if Steve Buscemi helped you out of the rubble? What a great humble guy, with a Reddit comment then offering a slightly more personal story. I used to serve him all the time and he never once was a diva. Always had a smile on his face, and I mean I don't even think he once had a complicated order. He always ordered the most simple thing on the menu and always tipped 20+%. Not to mention Buscemi gets extra credit for being close friends with Adam Sandler. However, it seems Jerry Seinfeld was the party. Given every clip of him I've seen outside of his shows, it's just him being an unlikable douche with an ego the size of a small country. This sentiment began with a Larry King interview from 2007.
I went off the air, I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am? 75 million viewers. Last episode.
What? How would you get so bad?
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry. B-movie.
Listen, I am here for me.
B-movie over
Larry
tomorrow.
Although this attitude extends into other moments like the time he rejected Kesha.
Oh, thanks. No, thanks. No, thanks. Yeah, no, thanks. I don't know who that was. Yeah, it's Kesha. Okay.
Jerry then offered no apology for rejecting her.
I don't want the total stranger. I have to meet someone, say hello. I need to know, who are you? And she was very nice about it. Did you? Yeah. Did you hug her out? No.
Leading Kesha to change her mind about him for pretty obvious reasons.
What happened with Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh my God. Are you friends with him?
I am not.
Okay, we're good. It's like the saddest moment of my life.
Jerry also has a reputation for destroying the paparazzi.
The workplace like the bomb. I'm sure comics go through all the time.
And after Lady Gaga was moved to his luxury basketball box for acting rudely at a game, he had this to say.
This woman's a jerk. I hate her. I can't believe they put her in my box. I paid for it. This is when you give people a finger and you get upgraded? Is that the world we're living in now?
It's terrible. I love it.
Jerry Seinfeld's meanness definitely has a charisma to it. However, if you're wanting a more humble type of charisma, then we have to talk about Post Malone. With entire compilations dedicated to him treating other people kindly, there are almost too many wholesome moments to choose from.
This is awesome.
There was that time he went out of his way to greet a 21-year-old having his first beer, or that time he gave his $5,000 guitar to a fan after a concert.
Oh, Jesus.